Hello and welcome to the podcast that pounds your heart and rocks your body to a new beat, the heliosblog. Today, Kevin Samuels asks if modern women are in deep trouble. Let's get into it.
The reason she's alone is because she's difficult.
Women are not accepting the bare minimum.
Women fuck men they respect.
All the women who say things like, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, like, y'all impress me.
Women just gaslight each other and say what they want to hear.
I didn't think I would get one that fast.
Again?
But I saw you from the Lead Attorney channel and came over here and watched a lot of your videos.
Nope.
Hello?
Nope, that's the stream. Hello.
Yeah, do you have YouTube open in another room? Another window?
Oh. Yeah,
Hello?
hold on.
Okay.
Right, now it's off.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
go ahead.
And I really appreciated all of the things that I learned watching the videos because nobody told me that. I never saw the manosphere before. And then when looking at your videos and
Why is she doing her hair? It's so distracting.
understanding what you were talking about, it really helped me and the way that I look at my marriage and
How
being
long
grateful.
you been married?
I've been married 10 years now.
10 years. Okay. Let me add somebody else to the stream. Hello.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
How old are you?
Actually, today's my birthday. I just turned 27.
27. All right. Is this shocking news for you?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, it is. I've been watching your show for a little bit.
What's shocking about it?
Just the fact that the high value men aren't as accessible as, like you said, portrayed on social media.
They're really not. High value men are like winning the lottery. It's very hard to find them.
I mean, do me a favor. Could you be stationary? You kind of move and you kind of.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So you're 27. Do you have any kids?
No, I don't. I don't have any kids.
All right. So, how many did you guys think were out there? That's kind of what I'm trying to understand. How many did y'all think were out there?
I didn't know. I don't never put a number to it, I guess. I just always thought when you're growing up, you just assume like everybody's going for the same thing. So you just don't think people are going to fall off. I guess the numbers are going to fall off.
No, even in school or whatever, the population of successful, competitive, attractive men is very small compared to the total population. But these girls are so blind to reality, which is that they see most men as invisible, they don't even see those guys. They only see the high value men and think they're everywhere. No, dummy. They're not everywhere.
Do you own a car?
Yes, I do.
Do you own a home?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I bought my home when I was 23.
So that's the thing. You guys have bought things that are a limited supply before. Are the amount of cars you have, your particular model, your style, your benefits, your options, do they make hundreds of thousands of those, or are they limited?
They're limited. Housing is
They make hundreds of thousands of them.
limited.
Right. So women don't think of men as a valuable commodity.
Right.
You think of yourself as the value. In the car transaction, you think of yourself as the buyer. In the home transaction, you think of yourself as the person buying it versus there are plenty of houses for me to pick from. I'm the one with the money. Quite the opposite. There are plenty of you to pick from. 125,000 men for 10 million women versus or 83 million.
Right, exactly. Because they're the high percentage men. The attractive men, the competitive men, the successful men. There's not that many out there.
Hold on. Device not connected. Luann, what do you have to add to that? Unmute yourself. Go ahead, Luann.
Yeah, when I was dating, or when I was in the dating pool, as you said, I agree with what you said. We thought from our perspective that it does have a lot of people. But one thing I did, as you said before, when I decided to get married, I
Mm-hmm.
I told my husband, excuse me, I
Mm-hmm.
really believe I actually pursued him and told him, okay, I dated with intention, as you said in your previous videos.
Also, notice the girl with the husband with 10 years. She takes the video in the closet, showing all her stuff, wearing her nice clothes, hair done. Versus the girl that just came on, no makeup, no nothing, wearing a tank top, just whatever. How you do one thing is how you do everything.
Okay.
It wasn't, I didn't just date casually. Once I decided that that's what I wanted for my life, I really actually pursued it with intention. And I guess that's what helped me get to this place now. And with the advice that you gave, it made me realize just how fortunate I am to have the husband I have. And I'm just happy and glad that I heard your
Well, that's what I want to
program.
hear. That's what I want to hear from more women. I want more women to, who already have a man, to start treating your man like, if I don't have him, I got to go try to find somebody who's in his range, who will accept me at my age and with my baggage and everything else. And maybe if I got kids and all the other stuff. That's why women think that I'll just divorce him and I'll get out here in the dating market and I'll just go find another. It's like, no.
No, your chances of finding another guy, if you've already been with a guy and you're past the age of 28, is like astronomically low. The chances are very low.
Oh, you better act like you like he's valuable. So, all right. Well, I appreciate you guys coming up. I think StreamYard is a little bit easier to use. Uh,
Yes, it is.
Go
And
ahead.
one more thing I have to say before I leave.
Go ahead.
Beside all the rest of it, you have me appreciating him and looking at him in this kind of a way. Now he asks me, so why are you looking at me like that? I'm like, because you're awesome.
Yeah. Some guys.
Wow. Lucky guy. Lucky guy to have a wife that believes that about him. Lucky guy.
On YouTube told me to.
So thank you very much for that.
You're welcome. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
You can tell she's a very pleasant woman. That's what guys are looking for. Right there.
Bye-bye. All right. So, what did you think? So you said before you just kind of thought that men were all plentiful. There are a lot of us out here.
I guess
Now,
because I grew up with my dad, and he just seeing him with his wife, and them working as a team, and them just building together. I just
mhm.
always had that assumption that that would be accessible to me. And now that I'm turning 27, I'm realizing that especially in the black community, is just not something that's, I don't know. I just haven't found that expectation with dating. Like, it's a struggle to get.
Right, because you haven't dated with intention. When you were 23 and at your prime, you didn't look for a guy to actually settle down with and have a relationship with. What you did instead was wasted your time. Now you're close to the wall and you're like, what was I doing? Exactly.
Guys of my age to like commit to building or commit to doing anything of
well,
that nature,
well,
marriage or
hold on. Did you go to
anything.
college?
No, I didn't go to college.
Okay.
I
So,
actually went into business.
okay. So,
Nails and lashes.
where did you expect to actually meet a man if you didn't go to college? Because one thing that I hear a lot of black women don't go to college with the express intent of meeting a man, where that's what you should be going to. You should be going to college to get a degree and to meet a man. You got to sit down. You got to sit down. You got to sit down.
I'm sorry.
You're moving all over the
sit
place.
down.
You're on live TV.
It's the lighting.
Okay, but you got to sit down. You're on live TV with thousands of people watching. You're moving around. Okay.
All right, I'm sorry.
All right. So at 27.
Holy Lord, she can't listen to basic instructions. Stop moving the camera around.
If you didn't go to college.
My God, I'm getting dizzy watching that.
It's about the numbers. There are tens of thousands of people in college where you can meet them. Okay, and if you don't meet them in college, where did you expect to meet them?
The ADHD experience, guys.
Well, I didn't go to college because I always wanted to be an entrepreneur and start my own
That's
business.
fine. That's fine. But where did
Thank
you
you,
expect
Kevin.
to meet the man, though? That's my question.
Well, church, to be honest, I was raised in church. So I was raised, you know, save yourself to marriage.
Doesn't look like it.
All of the just church bylaws. I guess,
but let me ask you a question. Hold on. Okay, that's fine. But I was raised in church too, and ain't no men in church. Men are not in church these days.
Yes, these days, yes, they are not in church.
So what I'm saying is, think of finding a husband like a business. If you're saying the primary place I expected to find men were in church, and if you look around and male attendance in church has dropped 40%.
Well, that's because churches have become woke and pandering to women only. There is nothing about what men actually want in church. Women are just taught you can do whatever you want and everything is great and it's all men's fault. Why would men go to there?
That's a problem. That's your only supply. Would it be fair to say that you really would it be fair to say that you really have been passive?
Yes.
Yeah.
When it comes to finding a man, and you really never. Hold on.
ADHD, stop moving the camera.
Been passive.
My Lord, put the damn camera down. Take a seat. This girl has not stopped moving the camera for a second.
Really didn't think you would have to do anything.
Can't listen.
You would just have to be who you are, and he would show up.
No.
Okay.
Like I said, I was raised very traditional. My grandmother, she was raised in the 50s, like cook, clean, house, how to take up a house, a homemaker, all of those things. I was raised with my father. Very traditional.
But dear, that's passive when it comes to finding a man.
Being aggressive about it? No. I was not trained to be, I guess, a hunter.
What did I say? I say, would you think it's fair to say that you were passive when it comes to finding a man?
She's not the one pursuing, but she needs to go and put herself in a situation where a man might approach. That's the point.
Yes.
That's a problem. You are moving as if the church was supposed to do, honestly, your job for you. And this is what I think a lot of black women need to learn. You have been taught to be passive when it comes to finding a very rare, very special thing. Where in business or where in the world does anyone get something that's rare and special by being passive?
Yeah, by not doing anything. Exactly. That's such a ridiculous notion. It's not even almost laughable. It is laughable.
No.
This is one of the biggest.
So that's what, and honestly, I've been saying, like, how does a woman like me, because I understand the struggle, like, how does a woman like me who's been raised this traditional way, raised to think these men think that...
See, she's blaming it on being raised traditional, that she's not pursuing men. What a ridiculous concept. Just go out and put yourself in a situation where guys would talk to you.
Well, you can find a man in church, and those were the integrity and the values and everything.
What's the
That's
question?
where you'll find your match.
What's the question? What's the question?
How do I guess, adapt to the times of now? How do I go about it? How do
Well,
I guess, unlearn
I'll answer
the
it.
traditional way?
I'll
because
answer it.
I've-
I'll
this is-
answer it.
Mhm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry.
So when I'm talking, you can hear me. You got to stop that. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. You're not on camera right now, but if you can hear me and you keep talking when I'm talking, why do that?
Because she's poorly raised and doesn't know that she shouldn't be doing that.
Maybe like I just heard you. Oh, my apologies.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm asking, can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay, so here's the thing. How do you go about doing that? Well, this is how you do it. This is how you go about doing it. You said you went into business, right?
Yes.
You go about it just like that.
With a plan.
Yeah, with a plan. Where are the guys that I want? What do I need to do to be attractive to those men? How do I need to dress? How do I need to act? What do I need to do for them?
Well, you say I was raised to be this traditional woman. Well, ma'am, where I grew up, women were traditional. They weren't in business.
Exactly.
So when you want something,
That's what it does.
but when you want something, you know how to act. And the truth is, and we got to get to the truth, you were not taught, or you don't think of men as something that you have to do. A business is something that you have to do. If you don't do your business, it won't be successful.
Exactly.
If I don't go to math class or English class, if I don't study, I don't do my homework, I don't make it A.
Exactly.
A man is what? Oh, a man is just, I'm supposed to cook, clean, this, that. I don't have to do anything. I just got to be, and he'll find me. Bullshit.
Exactly.
And it's not church either, because I grew up in the church. What's happened is a lot of the things that black women used to do have been shunned. When was the last time you flirted with a man? When was the last time you flirted with a man? When was the last time you dropped your handkerchief? Well then,
Never.
how the hell do you expect it to happen? Okay, well, that's the point. So these things have to be done because at 27 years old, ma'am,
Danger zone!
That's right.
you don't have any time to waste.
That's right.
Yeah, I've been watching your videos and I've been like, okay, I need to beef up my sexual marketplace value, but being raised so traditional and so modest, you don't really get taught to be like this, just, you know.
She's keeping her value. Like, she's thin or whatever, but I don't know. She hasn't done her hair. She's not wearing anything nice. She doesn't seem to have a nice attitude. She just seems entitled to me.
Going back to how you were raised. You keep going back to how you were raised. And I can't go with that. I'm gonna tell you why I can't go with that. Because how you were raised, were you Christian?
Yes.
So how you were raised was not to be a businesswoman in this and in
Right.
charge. So what I'm saying is that's what it's an excuse. At 27, it's an excuse.
I did want to say, when you did say that, and like being a traditional wife and staying at home, I wanted to say, what do you do for the women who didn't have, those luxuries to be that way and had to go out in the workforce and had to provide for ourselves? And
well, you didn't.
That's
You
just
you
the
had to
situation
go out.
that we're in.
You had to go out to work.
I mean, financially, yeah, that's how I felt. Like, to provide myself with a lifestyle that.
That's how I felt. Well, yeah. If you feel that you need to be a strong, independent woman and don't need no man, then you're going to get that result, right?
Okay, answer the question. You didn't. You wanted to go out and get money.
I wanted a lifestyle. A certain
Okay,
type
well
of
that's what you chose over a man.
Right.
What I'm going to tell you is going to be hard to hear, and you need to hear it. The problem is, non-black women were taught you need to go find a man. You went from high school to try to go have a lifestyle without a man, and that's what you got. You got
Precisely.
some money and what you call a lifestyle, and you're alone and no skills. And you don't fix that, because when you should have been finding a man, you were doing you. So I would have to sit down and talk to you and see what your relationship history is like, whatever. But the way it sounds to me is though, like many of our sisters, you're just completely kind of passive, and you know, I'm a nice person, and once he comes by, I'll be good, but I'm not even actively doing anything. You got to become active. And see, there is an aggressive and assertive while being feminine.
That's right. There is an aggressive and assertive while being feminine. Exactly right. And if you don't do that, you're not going to get the result you want, obviously.
Go watch the movie Gone with the Wind. Scarlett O'Hara was a feminine woman, but she was certainly active and aggressive coming to finding a man. Okay, there you go. Peace out. See, I'm gonna tell you guys, one of the biggest things is a lot of our women get told this fantasy of that they don't have to do anything.
Right.
They're just being a nice woman. No, being nice won't do it. There's the link. The link works. The link works. So post a link in the chat. Ladies only, the link works. The broadcast is deleted from YouTube.
Sorry, I'm going to skip this part. Let's go to the next call.
Are you married? Are you married? Are you single? What?
I'm not married. I'm single.
Okay. Gloria, go ahead and come in. How are you?
Good morning, Mr. Samuels. I'm good.
Good. So, how old are you?
I'm 38.
38. So, how goes it? Was this shocking? Was this new news, new information?
Not really.
Did you know how deep your pool was?
Actually, yes. Because once upon a time, I was a single mother. And I knew that I didn't really have a lot of options.
Smart.
So I pursued a gentleman, and we later got married.
Okay. Cool. You're married now?
Yes, I've been married for almost 4 years.
Cool.
That's it?
Children?
Okay, whatever.
Yes, I have a 13-year-old son.
Wait. Okay. Anyway, depending on let's say your competitiveness in the bedroom fund marketplace, okay? Depending on your competitiveness, you'll be able to get different guys. So if you think you're better than everyone, then maybe you won't have a chance to get a guy that you might have actually had a chance to get, if that makes any sense. All right.
Okay. So, Elaine, coming back to you. Do you want to get married one day?
I don't.
Huh?
Don't?
You don't?
I don't.
So why are you on the show then?
No.
Okay. So, what brings you to the broadcast then?
Honestly, you. I discovered you a couple weeks ago, and I just think you are one of the most fascinating people I've had the pleasure to.
Oh, I see. So she doesn't want to date, but she does want to date Kevin Samuels. I understand. So actually what she's saying is most men are below me, and I only want a guy that is above me.
Snoop around your videos and sort of discover what your philosophy is about women. And honestly, as a person who doesn't want to get married or have kids, I've been trying to see if your belief system has any place in my life, and if whether I can really use any of that to my advantage. I wouldn't say necessarily that I'm looking for a high value man. I think that your definition of that is very stringent. However, I will say that people that are on trajectory to be in that position, I have come into contact with throughout my life as a young adult woman, and I I feel kind of bad for some of the women that come on this channel looking for guys like that.
This girl's just an attention seeker. That's all I'm getting. I'm an attention seeker. Give me some attention, please, Mr. Samuels. That's what I'm seeing. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. But that's what it looks like to me. Nothing about this is genuine. It's just give me attention, give me attention, give me attention. That's all I'm hearing.
That because after encountering so many of them, not ballers and entertainers, but people that go on to be investment bankers at JP Morgan, or people that are, making north of 150 working at Microsoft, they aren't really all that special, when you take away.
What? They're not that special? Okay. So she's saying the top 5% of men are not special, the top 2.5%?
The money factor from them, they're not really.
So what she's saying is, I only care about men for their physical appearance? She's clueless, guys.
Okay, hold on. Now we're going.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Alright. We're gonna end the video there because disaster. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit all the notifications, drop me a donation like Hunter M, Adrian R, Tom, and Bobby Dylan, and recently, Renaissance Press. Thank you so much. Buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Go join my Patreon at patreon.com/theheliosblog. I have coaching available as well. Just message me at theheliosblog@gmail.com. I'll sort you right in. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for listening to the end. And I'll see you guys next time.